We want to teach the students I am. How do we do that? Let's imagine there's this new teacher. New teacher's name is Newton. Newton comes into the classroom with the intent of teaching I am. What does he do? Say, hi, children. How are you? Today we are going to learn I am and tell them I am means Ben. That's not the way Newton's going to do it. He walks into the classroom. He doesn't say anything. Comes right into the middle of the classroom, looks this kid straight in the eye. With his thumb pointed back to himself, he says, I am Newton. And then he points his finger and says, you are Ali. So what happened there? Newton didn't stand the front of the classroom. Newton went right into the middle of the group, looked the kid in the eye, and said, I am Newton. Let's talk about why that's how we're going to teach English. Anchored it in reality. Anchored, when I mean like tied. The words we're using, they're tied tightly, or anchored into a reality. And the reality must be lived, meaning experienced. And what does that mean? It means that whatever we're talking about, and remember, we're doing am, is, are, which is present definite, definite in the sense that this is real before your eyes, to your senses, to your smell, to your touch, to your hearing. You can see and feel these things. And that is the present definite, which is to say, am, is, are. Activity for this first lesson, still focusing on I am, you are, am and are, of course, being our representatives of the present definite, meaning what we're talking about is clear to all. I am good. The child is gesturing the subject of discussion, using his finger to identify what the subject is. I am good. And of course, identifying the listener, the person to whom student is looking straight in the eye. Remember, this eye contact is important because we want to anchor this conversation in reality. And in reality, when we're speaking to someone. We're always looking at someone in the eye while we're speaking. And with our finger, gesturing our subject. This eye looking identifies the listener deciding to whom we're talking, to whom we're looking. So there you have the listener and there you have the speaker. And don't show this to the children, of course, but we know this so that when we're teaching them, we're aware of it. In this sentence, I am good, you are bad. This is the speaker, of course, to some listener. This whole thing belongs to the speaker, right? The speaker's speaking these sentences. And in these two sentences, the speaker is identifying the topic about what we're talking about. I, which is gestured with the thumb, and you, which is gestured with the index finger. This way we do this hand gestures and the eye contact because it's not possible for us to teach the children the idea of a subject and a speaker and a listener and predicate and objects and all those different grammatical concepts. However, you can teach a child to show the subject with the finger gesture, either the thumb or the index finger, and to look at whom we're speaking. That's important. In our first lesson, we're really focusing on getting at anchoring the two expressions, I am and you are, into reality by having the children play with these dialogues. I am Spencer, you are Ellie. I am Newton, you are Ellie. Or I am good, you are bad. Good and bad are easy because you can illustrate good with a thumbs up gesture, like everything's good, or bad with a thumb down gesture, everything's bad. So again, we're anchoring this in reality, right? I am good, you are bad. I am happy, you are sad. Can do that with facial expressions, anchoring that in reality. Whatever we do, we want to anchor that.